preparing for your exams, here are 10 things I wish I knew before I did my steps. 1. Understand the structure of the exam. The USMLE consists of 3 steps: step 1, 2, and 3. Step 1 focuses on basic sciences, step 2 on your clinical knowledge, and 3 on your clinical skills. Know the thing before you actually start doing it. Very important point. Number 2, start early. I started to study for my steps at closer to the end of my medical school years. Our surgical program where I trained is 5 years. I started to prepare after the 4th year. And I wouldn't say prepare, but I kind of knew that I wanted to do the steps after 4th year. If you knew that earlier on, then you could have been further along with your preparation. That's very important. So begin your preparation well in advance. Actually, it's recommended to take your step 1 during your 3rd year of medical school and step 2 during your internship. Number 3, make a study plan. Develop a study structure, right? And allow it to be tailored towards your strengths and your weaknesses. Stick to that study routine diligently. When I was preparing, I knew that I wanted to be home at about 6 p.m. from work, and then I would sleep between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m., get a quick nap, and then get up. So by 8 o'clock in the nights, every day, I know I should be studying from about 8 to 12 a.m. So that would have been a structure that worked for me. I know I needed my sleep. And then from about 12 a.m. I would sleep again till about 4 a.m. and get up from 4 a.m., do some more reading until about maybe 6 a.m. and then sleep again for about another hour, because my work would have started at 9 a.m. every day. So that structure worked for me, and as you can see, I slept a lot, but also studied a lot. The next thing, step 4, practice. Regular practice with simple questions and mock exams is crucial. This helps you to get familiar with the exam format and timing. Very important. Actually, there are several studies which show that the amount of questions you do will increase your scores in the exams. I think on average, you should be doing at least 4,000 questions at minimum if you're expecting to get a high score on these exams. So 4,000, the higher number of exams you can do, like practice exams and questions, is the better your score will be. Because the concepts only repeat, and they can only repeat them in several different ways. Now, the 6th point, 6. No, the 5th point. I'm going ahead of myself. Join a coaching class. There are several coaching classes available. These include Kaplan, and there's USMLE, First Aid. Those books are good books. They help me a lot. I would say just pick a few and stick to them. 1 or 2 should be good enough. I would say 2 at minimum, but if you start to use 3 or 4, you won't be able to finish all the material. So focus on about 2 solid resources and stick to it. And number 6, build a competitive and supportive network. So your network should be supportive to your growth. I went back home to my parents, and we were able to, they were able to support me with studying by offloading some of the household tasks for me. So I would just get home and focus on studying. I would advise you to do the same if you don't have the privilege of being back home with your parents. You have to factor add those aspects of life into your preparation. So if you know you need to cook, you need to do that. But find ways of making the time to study, because you will need it. And if you have a family that can support you, it's a way to go. And also support them, help them out in ways that you can. Like if you're working and you can provide like resources, give back to your family. Don't be selfish. That was number 6, so now we'll look at number 7. Number 7, focus on your clinical rotations. Me and my friend, when I was in med school, can never forget him. Very good guy, Nathan. We would go to the emergency room and practice on real patients. Now we'd see them, we'd examine them, but we'd go down to the emergency room, look on the board, see what the patient has, go and examine them and discover that finding for ourselves. So we built a pretty solid clinical exam background, which helped us even until this day. So I would say that skill actually helped me in my step 2 and step 3 exams, because you will learn that, and again, as we say, the concepts repeat. Number 8, take care of yourself. Now, we kind of alluded to this earlier on when we spoke about having a supportive network, but you need to have good rest. You need to have good nutrition, and you need to have a good spiritual life. That worked for me. Yes, I'm a Christian, and being connected to my faith actually helped me a whole lot in just my stress level, my faith, and just hoping for the best and working towards better. It helped. So that would be my advice for you. Step 9, understand the importance of each step. Don't neglect step 1 now because it's a pass or fail, and don't overlook step 2 because you think, oh, it's the last exam, I'm just gonna go ahead and just focus on that only. Don't overlook it in that way, because if you give it too much importance, then you will miss out on your foundation, which is step 1. Now, you can't build a house from the top. You have to build a house from the bottom up. So focus on step 1 as much or even more than how you put the emphasis on step 2. In my time when I did the exam, we got a score for step 1 and we got a score for step 2. So I had no option but to make sure I was doing my best on both exams. And now finally, we've made it to the end. 10. Now, you must enjoy the journey. It's a process and it's long for many persons. For me, it's been quite a while. I think I started medical school in 2012. That's a long time ago. Yeah, it's a long time. So just think about it. It's long. And it can be lonely, it can be boring, it can be dreaded or dreadful. But enjoy the process and share the moments with people you love. Don't take yourself too seriously. You'll have time to learn and just enjoy what you're going through. Not everybody can do it, but while you're doing it, at least make the best of it. Celebrate your milestones and cultivate a passion for medicine. All right, guys, that's my advice to you as you prepare, as you pursue your career, as you pursue your dreams. Just do it and don't hold back. There are many opportunities available. As always, discover, learn, and adapt. God bless you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep working hard. Bless.